Hi, everybody.
Hello, everyone. This is Bane Finch,
And Panza Finch.
and we're going to start something a little different this year. We just finished doing the Relay for Life kickoff live stream with Muse, and oh my God, what a fantastic kickoff this has been! What a fantastic relay season this has been, and
What a fantastic first Survivors Caregivers Walk it was.
yes, because it was your very first Survivor walk as a survivor.
As a survivor, yes, it was.
Oh my God! And I love that little thing you did with Trader for the kickoff ceremonies. That was really nice.
Yeah, I love that. Was from the heart, especially to everybody else out there who's fighting this fight.
Yes.
You'll do just fine. Just hang in there and have faith.
Yeah, indeed. So basically, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna have a little talk, and then we're gonna get up and we're just gonna start wandering the track. But what I really want to do is try to introduce the viewers to what Relay for Life in Second Life is and what makes it so unique, but at the same time makes it the same as the relay you do in real life. So that is the goal here. We're going to be talking to hopefully a lot of people in the next 6-7 hours and have a little really fun. So kickoff started off, what was that, 3 hours ago. We had our 1 hour opening ceremonies, and then we proceeded to follow with the Survivor Caregiver lap, first lap. And because of the sheer number of people we have and the size of our track, it wasn't an hour, it was an hour and a half. But, other than that, yeah. So, and now we're into the third hour, I believe. It's going to get real hard to keep track. But, and we're going to go for another 21 hours until tomorrow morning sometime, just like it was meant to be.
And this couch looks like it's going to be our bed tonight.
Well, there's lots of places to have a nice little snooze around this track. You found a few of them on our
Yeah,
first lap.
Lucas found them for us. Lucas is
Yeah,
our
he found a
second life
sweet one. I
son.
didn't. I didn't see that one earlier.
The
So yeah, that's
fishing
a nice
one?
one. Yeah,
Oh, yes.
of course he would find fishing.
Yes.
So
That's my boy.
basically, let's start at the beginning. So what you see on the screen, you see a wee bit of my interface. We're in a world called Second Life, and this relay has been going on since 2006. So it's been a long-running relay. It had a slow start, like all relay groups do, but it slowly grew and grew and grew to the point that today we just celebrated raising 430,000 US dollars, which brings our relay total for our history up to 4.7 million US dollars.
Woohoo!
And that's from a little grid that has world currency that is equivalent to 250 game dollars to a US dollars. So we're talking millions and millions of lindens to make that 400 or that 4.7 million dollars. Just outstanding how it all adds up.
And there's been a lot of love go into those lindens to
Oh,
help research groups through the American Cancer Society to help spread the global relay message so that all countries, hopefully, will be able to get the same kind of care, each and every one.
oh, exactly. And as Sting said this morning at kickoff, we help fund this year So much. I'm trying to find. Here it is. Here it is. Our 137 teams. 22 of them are in their second year. 6 are in their third years. We've got 19 veteran teams of 4 or more years. Our mega events and strike campaigns contributed $210,000, and on and on and on. Our group is so strong. Every event that they had were record breakers. It's just astounding, right from the Christmas Expo, the Fantasy Fair, which we'll talk about, and a bunch of the other mega events that's happened to date this year have all been raising their bars for what they did over last year. And it's just been amazing to see these guys go at it. So where we are, let me see, we're on that camera. So I'm going to pull back here and I'm going to show you our campsite that Muse surprised me on. I have a thing about Hope Haven because Hope Haven is everything that we do. It's survivorship. It's a resource center for survivors of what's going on. It is a place for them to be together and to support each other in what Hope Haven stands for, which is to be able to get to a place where you can have your cancer treatments when you're far away, and a place that um, you can rest and be with somebody else who knows what you're going through.
It's a
And so,
place where your family can stay too when you're getting treatment and can't go home every day.
because not everybody lives near a cancer treatment center in wherever you are. I'm a Canadian. Panza is an American. We've done a lot of relay between the two of us for our different organizations, but the one reason I pick Relay for Life and Second Life is because of the way the American Cancer Society works on the global scene as well. They are working with Cancer Society organizations around the world to share their experiences, to share their resources, and work on this as a group, as a team. And
And everyone's heard about the war in Ukraine. The American Cancer Society is right there helping people get their cancer treatment, the refugees get their cancer treatment so that it doesn't stop and they have a chance to continue living.
that's right, because it doesn't stop, and the American Cancer Society is pulling all their resources to help that fight while they're going through a war. I can't think of too many cancer societies who are leading that fight. And for me, that is just amazing. There's so much going on, and they are so committed to making this happen with all their divisions that they're working on. As Christy McNichols pointed out this morning on Relay Wrap, that they are working on a patient navigator program for all kinds of societies around the world in the third country to help them pool their resources and think about providing services from a survivor's point of view, so that as a survivor, these are the things that I'm most concerned about. How can we provide that information and all those resources to that person so that when they're asking that question, they have the answers in front of them? And that's one of the big things that can go a long way to saving lives. Is when you're starting off, when you got that diagnosis, you don't have the time to do the research. You need that information now because every minute matters. And
From a
that's what.
from a personal standpoint, I can chime in with Bain on that because many years I was involved with Relay for Life before I got my diagnosis in 2021. So I kind of knew what was going on, but a lot of people aren't that lucky. I knew more about some of the resources than a lot of people know. So that's what we need to do is get the information out to people so that when they do hear the words, you have cancer, they're not at such a loss.
Oh, exactly. And as you said, you had a lot of knowledge, but actually having to go through the survivor program, there was a lot of questions you didn't have answers to. And you and your team, your oncologist team that helped you through this, got those resources and answers to you.
Yes, I was even up for being a candidate for one of the trials, except for one thing. I was going through um, radiation, and they decided to radiation was more important than going through a trial.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Let's get this monster out of my body.
They were amazing. But one of the other resources that I know you tapped into was right here in Second Life, and that is our Hope Haven.
Absolutely. And Sandy, as the leader of the survivors care, well, the survivors group, she and the other survivor team members were invaluable to helping me know what kind of vitamins to get, know what to do for my body, and what to expect.
Mm-hmm. I call Hope Haven a brain trust for people who are going to cancer. Like when you have questions and you talk to a whole bunch of people, just, oh, I had that medications. This is what happened to me. And these are the things I discovered worked best to resolve that situation. And there wasn't many times that you asked questions that you didn't get things, suggestions, and places to look for your answer.
I'm
And I
still enjoying my turmeric ginger gummies that one person recommended. I didn't give them up just because they said you don't have cancer anymore.
Oh, there was so many things like that. It was wonderful. So, anyways, you want to get up and start wandering around and show this beautiful world that our people have created?
Sounds like a winner to me, darling.
Okie dokie.
Standing up.
Our standing up to. There we go. So, so I'm gonna have. You can see my alt there in the distance. He's gonna be parked here, and I'm gonna be keeping an eye on things here. So, if people want to wander in and do a little talk with us, we can do a remote from here. We have this purple chair set up here, and we have a second one set up that's just a platform so that our quadrupeds can do one too, because they're people. And I
Cancer
have
touches everyone.
and I have a selection of chairs with me, so we're just going to wander around the grid. And when somebody wants to do a purple chair, we'll have some purple stuff for them to park their heinies on, and then we can carry on.
And please don't steal the chairs.
Oh no 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 no
I'm, I'm just kidding.
no!
He's
Alrighty.
he's gonna pinch me in a minute, and I don't blame him.
No, I'll just run you over. All right, so this is our little studio at our Hope Haven. Whoops, she made me run. And this is our relay track.
The theme this year is Heroes of Hope,
So you're going to see a lot of heroes and
walking this track.
oh, you got it. Now, I'm just going to take a look down the track. We have an arch right here, and we have some. Oh, look at these avatars coming down the track. Oh, wonderful. This is the other thing that you're going to really have fun with at this.
Sandy! Sandy, come back! Nope.
Oh, people do go silly out here. Oh, this is worth standing and watching. So coming through the arch, they are crossing what's called a region. Each region is about 256 meters in size square.
I hope you're rezzed to see what's coming, honey.
I am.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
What the heck is that?
One of them is from the movie. Oh God, what was that movie?
Is that supposed to be?
No, the fifth. The, oh,
Are you having a minute too, honey?
Yeah, I'm having a minute too. He'll come back to me soon in 10.
Godzilla versus who?
So, but anyways, between these two arches, we got one arch here, and the other one way over there is one region, and one region basically resides on a server. So as we walk around, we're going to be moving from server to server, and there's 36 servers making up this relay track. So total distance, we're looking at 9 kilometers. So it's probably the longest relay track.
Miles?
9 kilometers. It's about 6.5 miles.
Okay. Cool. See, that's one of the fun things about being married in Second Life to a Canadian. You have to have him translate things.
Well, yeah, we do have to keep things PG.
Woohoo!
So, one of the first campsites is ours, and right across the street are the Lanterns for Life. They had a rocking first year. They just set up their campsite, and of course, being lanterns, it's green.
Green Lantern,
The
one
Green
of the
Lanterns.
heroes of Marvel Comics, or is it DC?
Somebody can correct us on that, but yes, it's one of those
yes.
two.
Duh. And they're not called comics anymore. They're called graphic novels.
Graphic novels, yes.
Yes. I remember. Okay, you want to know how? Okay, you guys can age me on this one, but I remember when we went into the grocery store and the comics books sold for like 10 cents and were on this spinner one where you turned it and you could find the comic book you were looking for.
Yep.
Those were the days.
Yeah, 10 cents a piece. Yes, I know.
Oh my goodness. Now it's like about $10 a piece.
I haven't looked. Sticker shock.
Yes. Worse than gas for a kid, anyway.
All right, so. All right, let's take a walk with these orange clouds that just went past us. So an orange cloud is basically an avatar that didn't res completely yet, and it's going to take a little while for him. So eventually we'll see him go poof, like that.
Nice red shorts.
Alright, so now we're into the next pair of campsites for this particular region. And I see some people ahead. All right, let's hello. Oh yeah.
Let's see who we have here. Let's see.
I don't know. Let's open up our chat here and say hello.
Burners Without Borders. Okay.
Yes.
That must be a new team.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's one of the new, if not their second year, but I don't remember seeing that name last year. So yeah, I think it's a new one. And on this side, who do we have? The Grove Country Club Estates. Yeah, they this is their second year, I believe. They had a really cool show, uh, and they were. I've also done a lot of film work for Designing Worlds, another program that Safia has, and a good friend of ours. And we did do some work at Grove, so I might be getting them two mixed up. So, hey. So one of the things we have in World here I'm showing is the local chat. So basically this is our primary way of communicating in small groups. It's limited in distance on how far it goes, but we have other means as well. We have group chats, which goes out to everybody in that group. And we have a whole bunch of other means of communication. So it's amazing how easy it is to get to know people in this relay. So I've done a lot of relay in real life as well, and worked on their social media promotions and stuff like that. And you see the names of everybody in your relay. But in this relay, because of the way we are able to communicate, you get to know the people behind the names, and that is something that's very unique to this relay. I've not seen in real life. So, uh, awesome. More lapping.
Love the mechanical horse.
Oh, those came out this year, and I was just like, oh my God, they're amazing.
I know. I almost bought one.
Oh, you too, huh?
Oh, I've got I've got a stable full, honey. And don't ask me about dogs. I got more puppies out there than I know what to do with. But I love
Oh,
them all.
these are fun sim. This is a fun campsite here on either side. I was looking at this one the other day. And of course, we got to have purple. We got a purple horse.
Relay for Life is sponsored by our premier sponsors, Rockcliffe University, the River Rock Club, RGF Estates, Relay Refresh, and GS.
Yeah, there's Fuzzball Ortega. And there's a person who really want to do a purple couch with us. Oh, Mel's Maniacs. Oh, here's a long-standing team. I think they predate me. What was your first year in this relay, Panza? I know you go way back. Did we? Are we Panza muted?
Sorry about that.
Hey, she was.
Well, let's see. I think it was the second year of relay because Tasia, um, she became captain the next year, and she pulled me out of doing the shopping and having an exploring mode and put me to work.
So, what do you remember when Mel's Maniacs came on board?
Oh no, honey, you'd have to ask the maniacs.
Yeah, all right. All
Well,
right, let's
ask
find out.
Burple.
Yeah. Is it Melly's? I always forget that. Melly? Yes.
Oh my. I hear a machine.
Oh, probably rolling down the. Let's have a look down the track. Make sure we're not getting rolled over. No, okay, we're good.
I'm muted again, so remind me to turn it back on if I go too quiet.
So, all right. And I believe. Yeah. And across from them is a campsite dedicated to the Christmas Expo mega event that we had at Christmas. And oh, that was a riot. Okay.
Well, Captain Random didn't want to talk to us.
Yeah, well, I understand that from their point of view. You got to think.
A lot of people don't want to do voice because this is a virtual grid, and even though all of us have real lives, this is their place where they can just be their virtual self. And sometimes they just like to keep it that way, and I understand.
Or, it breaks the thing of what their role play of who they are, here in Second Life.
Or their microphone's not working.
Their microphone is MIA. Yeah, exactly. Ooh, somebody put chalk down on track. Woohoo! I like it when people do that. Like, it's hard to believe when I look at a campsite like this that a whole bunch of people made this for what is basically a one-day event.
Yep. And I'm
Yeah.
supposing the Nuggets are a kids team or
Yes,
a
they are.
Chinese team.
Yes, this is one group I definitely Lucas will definitely latch onto. That's for sure.
One of the
Oh,
longest standing teams, not just a kid team, but teams is Purple Tears. And
yes,
they've
they're
been
coming
around
up.
forever, and oh my gosh.
Yeah. No, this is one little campsite we definitely have to explore because it looks sort of Rosehaven-ish styling. So yeah, I definitely want to check that one out.
Ada's Army.
Yes. Yeah, they have some neat buildings I was looking at.
Oh yeah, they look like our house.
Exactly.
Have you figured out who made them?
Not yet. Not yet. Soon.
Right now we're working, so if we can find anyone who will voice with us.
Oh
Hey,
yeah.
anybody out there, come find us. Or IM us and we'll TP you over.
Yeah.
Tell us your story.
So here are the purple tears. Oh, this looks like a stem crossing party. Bink. Made it through. So here are the Purple Tears crew.
And look at the cute little houses.
Oh, yeah.
If you don't do anything else, come over and just look at the creativity that surrounds this track.
Yeah. Now, one of the things the Purple Tears have are these purple kites. And what they are basically walkers. So they do the walking for you, and all you have to do is steer yourself down the track. And they've been a staple of this relay for so long that it wouldn't be relay unless you saw one of these kites. And hello, Purple Tears.
Hello, twerking tears.
And as Panza said, one of our longest standing kids teams. Every time I've seen their campsite, there's something in there that just brings me to tears. I don't know how they do it, but they do. So,
If you wonder how we raise money in Second Life, you know, how the Lindens, well, the currency here is called a Linden, and you find a Heroes for Hope donation kiosk or one of the vendors, and you click on it and put some Lindens in there, and the money goes straight to the American Cancer Society.
just like that.
Just like that.
And as you see, as we go down the track, we have all these luminarias lining the track, and each one is a dedication. And there's literally tens of thousands of them. More and more
We
get
like
lit.
to light all of them. In
Yeah.
fact, I am going to light one right now. Let's see. In honor of Bane Finch,
Oh, thank you, darling.
my sweet husband and caregiver. You can write a dedication, and then it will show up over the top of the luminaria.
Ah, I was pointing at the wrong one.
It's the green one I'm looking at.
Mhm.
Oops. Well, hello.
Did we just get run over?
Nothing can stop a relayer. Woo! That might have been the hit of the day.
Oh, possibly. But it's early.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay.
Here we go. Here's some vendors.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to say.
Yeah, exactly.
The teams make things. They have creators that are part of each team. And they make things that they put into vendors. And the funds raised from these vendors are dedicated to Relay for Life and the American Cancer Society. I'm not sure. Okay, these are raffle vendors.
Yeah.
So you can buy tickets. And then, let's see, it says 1 day, 1 hour, 8 minutes, and 39 for a vampire. I'm not sure what of it that is related to vampires. Then you get a super elite and battlegrounds. What do you think these are, honey weapons?
Could be. Some are.
Yeah,
I'm not too sure.
I'm not either.
Well, the elite sounds like, yeah, this probably, yeah, combat. So
Combat.
remember the Renfest?
Yes.
They had the combat arena.
Uh-huh.
So I bet you this is part of that same gaming system.
Probably so. A lot of gamers are in Second Life, but it's not really a game. It is a virtual world. And yeah, you're not going to find me playing too many games online.
Mhm.
I'm not into the combat and stuff like that, but this is real to me. I mean, it is, well, I know the difference between reality and Second Life, but this is where I come to be with a lot of people my own age. I'm in my
Mhm.
60s, and a lot of people, in my age group are here. And
Well,
it
what's
was
neat?
go ahead.
Go ahead. Well, what's neat about the gaming here is that you can build the gaming around the role play that you're pretending to be. You're
Right,
partaking in. So if say Game of Thrones, for example, you can go all out and build a game around the Game of Thrones concept, get
right.
fully dressed,
The
fully
characters
armored
and everything.
in
Right.
a realm created for that environment, and you proceed to play your games under those auspices. We've seen it with the other groups. The riding groups is a nice example. They just get their horses and they get all dressed up in theme and they go riding at a place.
You discover a lot of really fascinating regions that way.
Oh,
Um, I haven't even touched the tip of the iceberg of the regions here in Second Life. Um, it's amazing.
I'd like to know how many actual regions there are to explore that are public regions, not private regions. And, like, I'm sure it's tens of thousands. There's no way you can see them all because so many are being created every day. Yeah.
And another thing to remember is this was a solace for so many people during the worst part of the COVID
Hmm.
because, we couldn't reach out and touch real people. And this does not replace the touch of a real person. What it does is it gives you an alternative when maybe you're stuck at the house, maybe
Hmm.
you are just homebound, maybe you want to spend a couple of hours by yourself and then a couple of hours visiting with people. And it's just really nice.
I do know, and thanks for touching on that. I do know a lot of folks here, me and myself included, don't have access to a relay group near us.
Yes.
I used to, but they relocated to a different region near me, so it's just too far away for me to partake um, as in an active way, as a team or as a fundraising. But here in Second Life, I come home, I can log into Second Life and start fundraising right away. And that is something none of the other relay groups out there can do.
Right.
And
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 for
other
people who have odd work hours, this world is 24/7.
Yes, and we relay 24/7.
Yes. If you want to do something, there's something to do.
Oh, in this place, there's always something to do. Doesn't matter. Muse is from Europe. She's Dutch from Holland, and so she's in her wee hours in the morning, and she could probably attest that there's always something going on here in Second Life, 24/7.
And it's so wonderful to be able to meet people from all over the world that we wouldn't have a chance to meet
Mm.
otherwise. And understand their point of view. And that's the other thing that makes Relay for Life a global society is we're all here and we're all here fighting cancer, and it's just amazing.
Hmm. You know, we're
Put
sharing our
Mhm.
perspectives from our part of the world, and figuring out how to get past our cultural differences. That we're finding out that we're more alike than we are different. We know that cancer doesn't respect borders, so why should we? We need to team up. We need to work together, and we have. And it's a lovely thing. This place. Like I said, I've relayed in real life for 5 years, I believe. My relay group oversaw three regional relays. So every summer, I was walking on three different relay tracks in real life, and it was a unique experience. There's stuff in real life that you just can't replicate here, and being able to read body language from across the track and see a couple caressing around the lumen area, what's going on over there. You don't have to listen, you don't have to be eavesdropping on it. You can see it with your own eyes how important relay is to people, and to be able to come to a place like this one and share that experience at a global level with people from around the world, it truly is empowering. It's uplifting, and it's hopeful.
Mystics Against Cancer.
Oh yeah, they've in a little while, once we maybe get our first lap done, we'll actually start going into our campsites. Oh, oh, look at that on the horizon. I see something on the horizon.
What do you see?
I see a Fairchild.
Ooh, well, we know the Fairchild well.
Yeah, around June 4th. I got to read this. Around June 1st, 2000, I lost my uncle to cancer. He had contracted asbestos from places work. The type of cancer he had was also plus. Oh, that's a nasty one. My father, 3, he was kind, caring, loving, and sweet. The
Wait a minute.
Candyland theme is based on the sweets, with my uncle's sweet nature, and this is honor him. He was 63 years old.
Okay,
Uh,
Tindy is here someplace, honey. Maybe we can get her on.
Tindy, eh? There's an. I haven't seen Tindy in a little while.
She was mostly in the snail races, too. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do snail races here in Second Life.
Well, the snail race campsite's coming up in about 3 regions, so we can talk about that one.
Okay, well, I've lost Tindy again. I don't know where she went.
Well, let's have a look. Discard. All right, Tindy. Tackle. Tindy, she's 200 and some odd meters away, so. All right, we got some voicing people up ahead. All right. Hello, relayers. And we just changed our theme hour. We're going to the purple hour. So if you're not sure what that means, it's purple time.
Shai gave us a message in type. I simply relay for those we've lost and those we are still fighting. Never give up and beat it.
Lovely, Shy.
Thank you, Shai.
Oh, Rivers of Life. Yeah. Oh, there is a powerhouse team.
Yes. Wildstar's up ahead or
Mhm.
behind us. So's Traeger and Mama. You might be able to get them on.
And so, yeah, we're
Well, somebody's giving a speech.
and there's Racer X.
I've heard his voice. Where are all those folks talking? Oh, is it over here?
I think so. Yeah.
Well, let's go join the visit.
Yeah. Probably this group over there. You got it.
Yeah. There's Sting.
Yeah, there's trouble.
That's awesome. Yeah, I don't think I realized that. Like, I knew, Celine, you would say, like, it's the river and you had other clubs involved.
I think they're
but
doing the same
I
thing we're
never
doing.
really got understood kind of like the level to which, like, each independent club, all of you coming together, almost like an alliance. And it's a bunch of moving parts, right? So you get, like, each club has their own independence, so to speak, to do their own, set their own goals, plan their own fundraising.
They
And-
did their fundraising at the club, at their
I think-
club.
I think last year, Blackhearts set a lot of records.
Yeah, they did.
We raised $750,000.
Dude, we're just going to listen in, folks.
Yep.
Wow,
Indeed.
that is
Like,
amazing.
nearly $3,000, I think it was.
That is.
Yeah.
That is $3,000.
Because what you're
Thank you
hearing
so very much.
is not
Oh, it's our
cartoons
pleasure.
talking.
It hits home.
You
to a
are
lot of
hearing
us.
real people
Fletch is a
raising
survivor
real
himself.
money,
Oh,
talking
I
about
didn't
what
know
they
that.
do.
Okay.
Yeah, I had bladder cancer.
Okay.
Underwent the treatments, and
These
I'm in
three
remission.
folks right here.
How long it was that?
Congratulations.
The
recent?
gentleman in the middle with the
Yeah,
blue
it
cape.
was last year.
He's our American
wow.
Cancer Society rep. And the gentleman and lady in front of him, our Mama and Traeger, are heavily involved in the planning of this relay.
I'm a nurse, and so I have a
And
special
the
place in my heart for
Team that they're talking to
This is my first year.
is River for Life, which has been an amazing powerhouse team this year.
Your overall first time.
This is really my overall first time.
All right.
Is that Kay speaking?
Yes, it
Yeah.
is. Uh-huh.
She works. Yeah, she works at a hospital with cancer patients.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh,
You
she
didn't get to
does.
show them Second Life.
Hospital.
She
Used
does.
to?
She's a
Yeah.
nurse.
I always felt like, yeah, like there. Imagine if you take somebody who's sitting and getting their chemo treatment. Imagine if they had their computer with them and they could do Second Life while they're sitting there. It's like you're sitting there for a couple hours at a time. Like that's a great way that we can bring people into Second Life is introduce them.
Really
Yeah.
are to do that.
Well,
Actually.
Mhm.
it was like 3 hours a week for me.
Yeah, imagine. So, did you bring your laptop and were you able to get in Second
No,
Life during that
no,
time? Or you had to
I-
read a book,
No, I brought my cell phone and YouTube and
sleep.
stuff.
sleep. I'd probably sleep through it. Yeah. All right. No, I bring my phone and watch like something on Netflix
Yeah,
or something.
they put a pick line in me so that I didn't have to get poked every time.
Right.
Oh yeah.
I don't have to get poked every time. They just
Make me go to sleep.
I have a port, so they hook into that, and that's the last time they poked
Like-
me. And
Yeah, like a pick line.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's what I had. Yep.
Yeah, so it's
I
really
think we
personal
all
for
had
this
ports.
team.
Hmm.
Oh yeah.
I think
Well,
that's a
I'd
common
imagine
way
that
of doing it
your
nowadays.
club supports you because they know
Yes,
your
they do.
story. Yeah.
Yeah, I got
Oh.
permission to take my
yeah.
port out, by the way, darling. Yay!
Nice.
So I got to call my surgeon, and I'm on
Get that up.
basically, yeah, I'm basically on 3 or 6 months appointments now with everybody on the team.
Oh, that is excellent.
3 months for the oncologist, 6 months for the surgeon. As I'll find out from Dr. Rosen about the radiation pretty soon.
Good.
I imagine he'll put me on 6 month too.
Hi, Landy.
Hi, Mama Bear. How you doing? Traeger, what's news? Ages, man.
And if you all didn't know, Mama P is a very popular person. She's been very instrumental in helping the Relay for Life committee. She's a committee member, and she does some awesome work. She and her Second Life husband,
I
Traeger.
mean that in a way is that we have been, and Celine will back it up because her and I both lost just unbelievably dear friends in the last 2 years. And then this last year, you know, I lost my dad to brain cancer, and then less than a month later, I lost my brother Johnny to the same freaking brain cancer.
Oh, dear.
And you know, we've lost friends. We've lost just family. Such an amazing amount of people that meant so much to us. And what is that makes us so strong is that for some reason it doesn't matter if you're Celine at the top of the heap or somebody who's just learning to be a host. Everybody is treated the same. This club has always had. Hang on a minute. Give me a
That's
second.
real. That's real.
So as you can tell, everybody here has a story.
Yeah.
We have always believed that every person that steps through the door is family.
Exactly.
Yes.
We have never treated anybody like they were just staff.
Nope.
I mean, I left management last week because of real life is now hard shape in the way. I'll be back, kids. If any of y'all are wondering, it will happen as soon as the tour is over. But this is family. And every single person will step up to help every single person.
Yep.
Celine demands that. But she demands it in a way that makes you understand that it's the right thing to do.
Right. It's
Yep,
So
that's the
supporting
same way.
one another. Yeah.
there's an
That's
altruism.
the same way Blackhearts is.
Right.
Yeah, and
Right.
you know, a lot. I won't even say a lot. I will say most places are not that way,
Yeah.
That is
No.
true.
and it's one of the most beautiful things in Second Life, and it's why, you know, I settled here. This is the only place I do shows except for the birthday bash. I don't do anything anywhere else, and I never will.
It's like
I
this is
simply
what you do
never
with
will.
your this is what you do with Second Life. This is the reason you have a Second Life account, right?
It's because
It's to
this
fight
is
cancer.
the place. Well, I fight cancer because it's the right thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
But
So
I
as a
fight,
team. Yeah.
yeah, as a team,
As a
and
team.
you have to.
Yeah.
You have
Did
to
you
have that
all
love.
come together? Like, were you like so? Did you all come together as a result of the the year that when Celine you organized the 5 days of MC and all bringing all the MCs and the clubs together? Is that how this team like evolved into this, or were you always there before that and that was a step in the journey?
The river was here long before the
Yeah.
MC
Right.
thing.
Right.
And
But like how
and
you
we-
brought the alliance
we-
together, so to speak. Is
It's-
it like
it's
the
something-
best of
it-
the best of that group?
well, no, it's just it's been open to everybody. I mean, I don't, and whenever we do things, the thing about the river is we don't discriminate regardless. We don't discriminate regarding regardless of what your sexuality, your race, your religious beliefs. If you're disabled, we have a deaf DJ. And there's some places that will not hire the people with disabilities. And the thing that I have learned, because I have a brother with disabilities, is that this is second life, and everybody deserves their second life, regardless. And so that's something that I've taught the staff at the river. And I was told long ago that this would not work. You will not be successful. You will not go anywhere because of this. And we hire people that English is their second language, like Hill said. We just don't discriminate. And that is something that everybody learned in time. They didn't come to the river, everyone like that, believing that way. And then when one of us gets sick, I know Little Brat doesn't mind, but when she became ill with cancer, we all rallied around her, and everybody in staff will ask her, how you doing? She'll say, I have chemo today. And they'll get in staff chat and when they see her there, and they will ask her, how are you doing? Is there something I can do? And it's been a lesson learned along the way and picked up even more as we go. And this year with Relay has been our largest year of having so many people on the team. If y'all remember, when you would look at the river team, it's been a couple of people that's been there.
Is this your biggest fundraising year too then? Like the 18,000?
Yes, it is.
Yes, absolutely it is. So,
Yes, it is.
So give me some words to take away and share. So, I'm hearing that you're committed and supportive of each other.
I say they're authentic.
They're authentic, that you welcome everybody in and everybody feels a part of what you're doing.
And it does, and it's not just the river. With
Right.
Ellie did like I said, the club challenge is one of our biggest things that we do. And we reach out to other clubs, and I got to know Chuck and Fletch that way. And they have come together, and it's not just about one club now. I will go and I'll visit Fletch's club, and I will message Chuck to see what's going on there, and they may message me. Chuck may have something he wants to say. So it's not this year. And I told Ellie and I told Dredd, I said, this year, I don't want our focus to be on the top club of getting donations. That's not what I want our focus to be. What I want our focus to be is reaching out and bringing other people in. And that's exactly what they've done.
I hear that.
Yeah.
And in fact, there has been other clubs that have made teams because of talking with Ellie. So, that's been one of the things that to me has meant more to me than sure the 18K is awesome. I'm not going to say it's not,
No,
but that hasn't
that's what
been
we're here for, right?
But that hasn't been our focus.
Right, but that's what we do. We're here to
Right,
fundraise. And,
right.
With everything that you've done and the way you brought the people together and the way you all respect each other, that has to add to that total,
Right.
It's reflected in that total. Yeah.
Celine, I have a question. You guys were one of several teams that really did well in the dashboard fundraising category.
Yeah.
How would you, what kind of advice could you give to other teams about how you did that?
Matching.
Yeah.
Matching. And then the teams also have the ability to go out and try to help get sponsors. With Noala doing the region sponsors and the premier, the SL sponsors, or partnerships or whatever. Each team has that ability to do that. And then whenever they get somebody interested, that person can make that payment in the name of that team. And that has helped out a lot too.
Have
But
somebody that
matching-
you can go
matching.
to, is a mook and will buy it.
Right, Lindy.
That does help.
You know what we've all preached is that you've gone outside of your group. So,
Mhm.
it helps if, you have a team of people, but you've gone outside. You've done this, you've done this matching. You've had online donations. You've gone to other clubs. So you've reached out of that circle of the river and included
Right.
other people that have the same vision and mission as you all.
I don't
That's really
think
cool.
I
We
don't
reached-
think that we did one event that did
Right.
not include other teams.
I remember the
Right.
one I came to was a multi clubs, right? It was because didn't you say, like, Celine? I know when you brought me over, it was almost like I came in toward, I guess, the end of the event, and then it was like, okay, we're moving the party to this club now. It was like the event wasn't over; we're just moving, almost like a pub crawl. It felt like.
I would also say that this club and these people went outside of SL completely.
That's a
I mean,
big thing. Yeah, you've got over
I-
$5,000 on website donations.
Well,
outside
and
of SL.
I can tell you that I can clearly recall the day Celine called me into the office and said, "So I got a question." And the most interesting conversation I ever had in the corporate structure was when I went to the chairman and the vice chairman of Golden Gift Box, your title sponsor,
Mhm.
Which is his
One of
wife and daughter.
which is my wife and daughter,
Ah.
and said, "So, I'd like you guys to give up $1,000 to SL," and they were just both like, "Oh, this is going to be epically good. Go ahead, I want to hear it."
They make
But
you
the
do a
point
PowerPoint.
is that they did, and they listened and they understood, and we had just gone through my dad and and Johnny and all the other stuff that was going on, and it was a no-brainer question. And I think the thing is, down the road, there needs to be a way to help people with that, and to
With making the
identify-
real life
with
world
going,
ask.
maybe down the road for you guys, just an idea is to create somebody or a group of somebodies that can help people when, it's like, so you want to go talk to your boss, you want to go talk to your partner, whatever. Here's what they need to be aware of, because it's not, well, you're going to help by this, or you're going to get all of this, or you're going to, it's about what's
It's
right
do you
and
wanna
wrong.
help?
And
Yeah.
the right way to approach them, because the way I went at it, it was a no-brainer. You have to identify what's right. And they cut the check the same day. They were like, "Fine, done," and it was a no thinker. Now
So
I had a
I
little
like
inside
that-
help, but
I mean, I like, and I agree with you, because there is, I think, a lot of volunteers, and even over the years, even myself, like when you go to ask for a sponsorship or you ask for a large donation from a company, you're always in a nonprofit space, an event. You're always wondering, like, what can we offer them that is they see that value of, oh, I'm going to give you $1,000, but you're only going to give me this in return. Like it's not an advertising sale. It's
Okay,
a
first of
charitable
all,
donation first and foremost.
that's
the
what I
real
was going to say. The
Yeah.
first thing is to identify
It's
that
you're not
this is
selling
not
ad
your
space.
your ROI is not a question. All right,
Right,
it's not
right.
a question. This is we are asking you to do something important. And
Exactly.
something charitable. You're gonna get the deduction on the backside. You're gonna get the national exposure if you want it, on the websites and everything else. Fine, but the bottom line is this really isn't for a $1,000 sponsorship. Really isn't a lot of money for a company,
Right, to a company that's got
but it's the right thing to do. It is the kind of thing that is going to make a difference in people's lives. And for $1,000, I mean, there's a million things you can bring out of. Look, you're going to put somebody in a hotel that's in cancer that's having cancer treatments for X amount of days. You're going to get X
Right.
amount of rides.
Right.
That's how you have to come at it.
Right. You've got right. If you the real reason first and foremost needs to be for that they believe in the mission. They believe, and I always would tell people the same thing. Like, if you're going to give to an organization, or like you're going to go ask for a donation, if you're capable and able to explain to that person how the organization is going to spend that investment. It's not, I don't even like using the word donation anymore. I like, do you want to invest in the research program of the American Cancer Society? Let me tell you what we're going to do with that money. Like you said, the Hope Lodge program, the call center, the services, the research, all the different things. If you're able to explain to that person, 9 times out of 10, you won't even have to ask for the donation.
That's
They're
right.
going to say, oh, well, hold on, let me give you some money for this. If they share the same passion for the cause.
Sting, I think you and Traeger and Mama need to really, maybe have a little talk sometime about, okay, is there something we can do to put somebody or something in place that can help people, understand the best way to come at some? Because I think a lot of people would be able to go to their businesses or their people.
Another
but
level
they
of
have
training.
no idea
Right.
how to do it, and they don't want to look stupid going to the boss and saying, "Yo, give me some money."
I think you're right. Yeah.
Well, it's all right. Some people, it's not a comfortable conversation.
That's
But
right.
it is all about the ask. You got to be willing to ask, and Celine has no difficulty whatsoever asking.
Yeah,
For
let me say something about that. Celine, when Celine came to me 3 years ago to get involved, and she will back me up on this, I didn't say yes right away. I had to check her out.
He did. He did.
I did. I checked out her background and to make sure she was on the up and up, because as most of you know, there are bogus fundraisers in SL where they say they're raising money for a certain.
She passed. Yeah.
Clearly.
He did.
And you know what, Fletch, that's a constant with us. We're constantly answering that question.
Right.
How do we know you're legit? How do you know? How do you know?
Right.
Amen.
And
Because you know how SL is.
Right.
Yeah, and
Well, we've been
I
here since
tell-
05.
The first thing I
yeah.
tell somebody that asks me is thank you for asking.
Right.
Because thank you for asking, and then
Have y'all
I
seen
tell
that?
them, but always thank them for asking. You need to check. Don't put your money in something that you're not.
That's
sure about.
exactly what I
That's
told
right.
him.
What's the name of
"Go
that
ahead."
sign, Mama, that we did? It's on the ACS Island and the Relay Building, and it's like it has a list of 9 ways that prove the validity of our fundraising system, and how we make that available to relayers so that you can put that sign up even, or if somebody were to ask you, become well versed, you can say, okay, how do you know this is a safe transaction? Here's 9 examples. Here's 9 ways that we protect the donation.
The 9 commandments.
Something
The
right.
most powerful way to prove it to them really is hand them a kiosk and have them resident and pay it.
Yeah.
And they'll be able to trace and track the money.
Yeah, tell them pay a lend into it. Yeah.
Tell them to pay it. But it's just, we don't get upset when somebody asks us.
Right, and
We
I didn't
thank
get
them.
upset. I didn't
We
get
thank
upset
them.
when he came to me.
Yeah.
I told him, go ahead, knock yourself out.
Yeah,
Right.
that's right.
Well, yeah, the other thing I'll
It
tell people
didn't
is
bother me.
right, ask it, file a support ticket at Linden Lab and ask them, is the American Cancer Society and Relay for Life a legitimate thing happening?
I have
Well,
something
yes.
real quick. Chuck doesn't have a mic, and he's been hearing everything that we've said. And they, like I said, they just got finished doing the Bid Me Bald at Big Daddy's and raised all that money. And he posted it on their Facebook.
Mhm.
And he said that he got a message that he wants to share. And he said, this is why we do it, for donations and for this. And he wants to share what he got. Go ahead, Chuck.
Oh, wow.
He's gonna type, yeah. Let's see, where is he saying? All right, he said, just saw the Bid It Bald post, had to message, I had to shave my head in real life as the hair began to fall out due to chemo. To say this was traumatic act as an understatement. Then I saw your post. It was heartwarming to know all about you and your staff doing this in Second Life. It's like, wow, I'm not alone, truly.
Oh,
Thank you to
wow.
everyone, whether I know them or not.
You never
Going
know,
to such
huh?
distance.
You never know.
So it really touched somebody. That's amazing.
Wow, that is amazing.
You never
Wow,
know.
Chuck.
It's,
Wow.
I mean, isn't that's the thing I love about Relay, about this weekend, about everything, our community, but then the fact that through Second Life makes it more special to me. You know what I mean? Because like what I said in the opening, a lot of people who are not from this or in this world they don't understand. They underestimate it, or they don't understand. You know what I mean? Like they take, oh, that's weird. How can you ever accomplish that kind of connection, that human connection that you make? Because it's a lot like we've never met in person, but we're so close. You know, we like you said, you're a family. If one of you gets sick, you're all there for that person, and you live all over the country or the world, for that matter. You've got friends, like you have close friends all over the world because of this platform.
I met a woman on here quite a while back, and she really hit me in the heart too. She's bedridden, so Second Life is her way to do things she cannot do in real life. She
So
can
many
dance,
like that.
she can run,
So many like
she
that.
can,
Fletch.
you know,
Yep.
swim. A lot of
Yep.
things she cannot do in real life, and it really hits the heart.
Yep.
They can walk the track that they can't do in real life.
Absolutely.
Right.
They can do it.
Right.
They can do it here.
That was a very big reason that I think Jade Lilly and Patch really and them started relaying in Second Life in 2005 from the very first year, was to be a solution for people who couldn't do it in the physical world.
Right.
That's
You know?
exactly true because my husband would have to push me in a wheelchair to go around a track like that,
Yeah.
Yeah.
especially
here
that
you
big.
can- Yep. Yeah, and now you can do the full 24 hours nonstop,
And here
unless your finger gets a cramp.
she outruns us.
Or in my case,
Well,
you stop to talk to somebody. I can't even complete one lap unless I tag on to Mama's cape.
Well, Celine, the enthusiasm in this group is palpable. I
well-
got to tell you that I fast forward this conversation, and I say in a year from now we're going to come back here, and we're going to see even more club owners being a part of this group that are standing right here on this grass today. You guys just knocked it out of the park.
Amazing.
Congratulations, and thank
Yeah,
you.
just a great
Thank
year.
you.
And,
Thank you,
and
thank
I'm
you.
on it, like just the relay success, but then also just to be a successful club owner in Second Life, even without the relay component piece, right, is pretty awesome. And then the fact that you found success running a club, and then you chose to do something with that, like you said, for a higher purpose.
I've had a few DJs that thought they could do it themselves, and they'd leave and try to open another club to bring down Blackhearts. But guess what? Blackhearts is still standing. Where are they?
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah,
And you know what? Because you're doing it for the right reasons. You're doing it because you just love it. There's
It's
a
family.
passion for it. Right.
Exactly.
It's a community. It's a family. And somebody else. It's a lot of people try to do things in life. Everybody tries to copy and
ever
do
since I
something.
met
Nobody realizes
Celine,
how hard it is.
Ever since I met Celine, we've become close. We've actually become sister clubs because we run things the same way. We have that same passion. We didn't have a deaf DJ, but we did have a deaf host. And he had some kind of apparatus that he could feel the rhythm of the music.
That's so
That's
cool.
awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah, we lost him this past year. He's so young. He's like 22 years old.
Oh.
He was at the last year's relay, Celine. Tim, I don't know if you remember him, Tim Johnson. But
Yeah, I do.
yeah, we lost him last year.
So sorry.
Wow.
Yeah, so young.
Well,
We miss him a lot.
So,
We lost a
Hi,
DJ
Tina.
too this year. We
Hi,
did.
this-
We lost one last year. We lost one this
Just
year.
saying hi, sweetie.
Yeah,
And we've got Little Brat fighting, and we've got Mist fighting. And but you know what? It's in every club. It's in every group of people.
there's gonna be
Yeah.
cliques, and there's gonna be rivalries.
Right. That's part of the
Okay,
nature.
guys.
When you're
Yeah, it
successful,
is,
that
it is.
happens.
let's let them get back to relaying. And I think that what we're just trying to do is, you guys are at the top. We have 130 teams, and we're just always trying to understand what makes some be at the top and how we can help the others, do better and get more, and just kind of help them along. So we just wanted to take some time today to talk to the teams that have been very successful for more than 1 year, and just
For whatever it's worth, Bane and Muse are in the back there, and these guys are
And Ponza.
Ponza are the videographers, and it would not surprise me that some of what has happened here is going to be on YouTube. So, because I see them back there, and I know what they're doing.
It is on.
You mean the paparazzi is here?
Can run, but they
No
can't
idea
hide.
They were so they are back there.
Sneaky,
They are back
sneaky
there. All right,
guys.
you guys,
All right.
go relay and leave
Absolutely
us.
incredible. You are an
Incredible.
inspiration. You're inspiring in more ways
Oh.
even than just your fundraising total. I mean, just
Yeah.
I know I know the struggles that your team in particular has had to go through the last couple of years, and the fact that that doesn't even slow you down, it only makes you stronger,
Right.
is
Right.
inspiring. So to that I say thank you for not giving up.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank y'all
all.
for coming by and visiting
All
with
right.
them.
It's as though you're
We'll see
heroes
you.
of hope.
Thank
We'll
you.
see you after the track.
Thank you for visiting us.
All right.
All right,
All
you're
right,
welcome.
you guys.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank
You're
you all
welcome.
for sharing
Thanks,
your
bye-bye.
time with us.
Thanks, guys. Chuck and Fletch, thanks for coming.
Oh, my pleasure. I wouldn't miss it.
Yeah, it's
Chuck, you look kind of good bald.
well, I do know one thing.
All right, y'all go crowd the track. Sorry about the fog. That's not my idea.
That's not what I heard.
Wasn't me. I
Don't
thought I
don't
was.
inspect it. That's all I'm gonna say.
I
Don't
already
inspect
Thought I
it.
wasn't awake yet.
When I came back by here after the opening ceremony, I went, "What the heck is that?" And I did an edit, and I went, "Oh, stink."
I had an emitter. I was trying to get the emitter to work because the emitter's even better because it's like animated and it keeps the fog kind of like rolling fog, but it wasn't working yesterday. So
It's all good.
all right, y'all. Great job.
All right, thanks, Sting.
Thank you, thank
Thank
you.
you, Sting.
Thank you.
Yeah, at River, the one thing I do know about the strongest teams is community is everything about what they do. And you just explained that in spades now.
Oh yeah, I couldn't have done it without my staff or my VIP.
Yeah.
I mean,
We just have to look around the corner.
they're
and
incredible.
The ATS folks, they are a community of communities. You know,
Right.
and they're, and they just build on that and just go out and have fun and support each other, just like you guys do.
That's exactly what they did here, and I can't say it's nothing to do with me. Nothing to do with me at all. It's a team thing.
Oh, exactly. You find
Yeah.
find people with
Yeah.
a common goal as yours,
Absolutely.
and you team up and you become stronger
I-
together.
Take
Like
care,
they
Chuck.
say-
Thank you.
Thank
Chuck,
you, Chuck.
great to see
Good
you.
luck, Chuck.
Did you just say it had nothing to do with you?
She
Yes, she
always
did.
tries to say that.
She did. You have no idea how close I was to them to throw you under the bus. I mean,
I know, right?
and I stopped.
Is
I was
it not
gonna,
time for you to log in?
I was gonna bring up groceries. I was gonna bring up water heaters. I was gonna bring up more groceries. I was, yeah, but I figured I better shut it.
Yeah, just when I thought we were friends, she has me arrested.
Oh.
Okay, they're not here. They're
I
not here.
did.
I'll tell you what, Fletch. I heard what you said about wanting to know her beforehand, and that was good. That was right. Because if you get to know her too much, like you live too close, your phone rings in the middle of the afternoon, and she goes, "Oh my God, you know what? I just found out so and so is having a really tough time. Things are back. You know, this during COVID. This was during COVID, and you know they're not working. And this, I'm like, okay, how much? And so we can send them groceries. Or, oh my God,
Right.
I just found out so and so doesn't have a water heater, and they can't afford to get. I'm like, okay, how much? And we go send them a new water heater. And
Wow.
Yeah.
We've done that together, Landy and I have.
on
it's
more than
not
one
and
occasion.
and it's not to draw attention to us at all. It's just
Not at all. I will just tell you,
people
that's Celine.
need help.
That's just the way
That's
you guys
Celine.
work.
And
That's
I
just-
will do whatever I have to do to back her up. The besides losing, and this is true. Besides losing my dad and Johnny this year, the hardest thing I've had to do in the last 3 years was 3 days ago and back out of management. It absolutely tore me up. We have been together hip to hip for years. And not being over there and not being, her confidant and not having her call me up and go, "Oh, Jesus Christ." It is, and it's because I've been cast in a national tour show and I just don't have time. We're going on tour in July, and I mean, I'm here like today for this because it's that important, but I think I've been in the world once in 5 days. Because
I'm gonna
Celine
go.
is. Who's going?
Brett, go get you some rest.
And
Love you,
we're-
Brat.
We're gonna
Love
have
you,
to
Brat.
do-
Love you,
But
Celine.
I wanna
Love
come
you too,
back-
Brett.
I want to come back and do some purple couches with you guys. And
Sure.
Alrighty.
Sure.
Excellent, because you guys rock. You have the attitude that matters. That we're stronger when we work together.
Absolutely.
That community and supporting each other through the good times and the bad times is how we get through life.
Oh, anybody can support each other in the good times.
Oh yeah.
It's the bad times when your
When
moxie
the chips are down. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And those are the moments that matter most.
Yeah, let me share what my staff did for me when I went through those chemo and radiation treatments. They when I graduated, they sent me a care package. It was a custom-made Blackheart's real life T-shirt with Fletch CEO, and they sent me a check for some money. They all rallied behind me.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is an awesome pledge.
It's a good staff.
Yeah, the T-shirt is so cool. It looks just like the T-shirts that we sell.
Awesome.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, let me see something here.
I'm not sending you a T-shirt, woman.
I just detected a picture time.
All right, and Celine was right. It is time for me to go. So,
All right,
All right.
Landy.
Take it
Thanks
easy,
for
Landy.
coming.
all right, Rock, man, you be good, Dread, and everybody else, guys. Complete respect, Fletch. Complete respect. Thank you for everything.
All
and
right.
Celine, you know how I feel.
Thank
Way to
you.
go, guys.
You know how I feel, sweetie.
I
right,
do.
guys.
All
I'm
right.
Thanks
Bye.
for everything.
Are you looking for a picture, Fletch?
No, I'm looking for the T-shirt because
Oh,
they made
okay.
they made me one in SL too.
Oh, did they?
Yeah. Oh, here it is. Okay.
Hey, Bane, Ellie is one of the ones that did our club challenge and who also spoke with club owners, and some of them even created their own teams. And one of those teams even made platinum this year, first year.
Oh, that's so cool. So cool. That's so cool. So cool.
Yeah.
All right. I was just saying on stream here that we have to take a little break because my director has to go feed her kitty cats and stuff like that. And you know how real life comes first. All right, guys. Thanks a lot for everything you do. Yeah. All right. Go team.